Have you ever, in the deafening clamor of this world, stood still for a moment to listen to the deep silence within you? Have you ever felt the wound of a profound separation on your heart? A strange sense of exile, a soul-burning alienation, a feeling that the great master, Ibn Arabi, calls the veil of otherness, the painful illusion of being other and cut off from your own origin. But what if all this sense of exile is just one grand misunderstanding? What if the walls of this banishment are nothing but illusion and your home is right here in the embrace of this very moment? What if this separation is merely a trick of our perception? In the beating heart of the Quran, there breathes a verse that is itself a calm ocean. This verse is not just words arranged side by side. It is a key to understanding the deepest secret of mystical ontology, the unity of being, Wahdat al Wujud. This verse whispers a fundamental truth into the ear of your soul. Allahu nurus samawati wal ard. God is the light of the heavens and the earth. From Ibn Arabi's perspective, this sentence is a revolution that turns your view of yourself and of all existence upside down. God is not like the light. God is the light, meaning existence itself, of which the entire cosmos is His manifestation and appearance. You are not a separate drop from the ocean. You are the wave itself rising from that same boundless ocean of light. These stars, these trees, these breaths you take, all of them are manifestations, tajaliyat, of that one light. Understanding this single truth pushes aside the heaviest veils of heedlessness. Your soul suddenly opens, and you remember that you were never, not even for a moment, separate from the real, Al-Haq. This verse is nestled in the embrace of Surah An-Nur, the light, the shining heart of the Quran. The 35th verse, renowned as Ayat An-Nur, the verse of light. It is as if the name of the surah proclaims its mission, to shine, to guide, and to erase the darkness of the illusion of separation. Now let its words settle upon the wounds of your soul, calmly, deeply, and healingly. الله نور السماوات والأرض مثل نوره كمشكة فيها مصباح المصباح في زجاجة الزجاجة كأنها كوكب دري يقد من شجرة مباركة زيتونة لا شرقية ولا غربية يكاد زيتها يضيء ولو لم تمسسه نار نور على نور يهدي الله لنوره من يشاء ويضرب الله الأمثل للناس والله بكل شيء عالم. God is the light of the heavens and the earth. The parable of His light is as a niche wherein is a lamp. The lamp is in a glass. The glass is as it were a shining star. This lamp is lit from a blessed tree, an olive, neither of the east nor of the west, whose oil would almost glow forth of itself, though no fire touched it. Light upon light, God guides to His light whom He will. And God strikes parables for mankind, and God is knower of all things. The first sentence is the foundation of Ibn Arabi's worldview. God is the light of the heavens and the earth. This is not a poetic metaphor. It is the most precise description of the reality of existence. God is that absolute existence, wujud, through which everything has come from the darkness of non-existence, Adam, into the light of being, hasti. All that is a manifestation, zahir, of that same inner, batin, light. Without this light, there is nothing, only pure non-existence. So that you may feel this immense truth, the unity of being with your entire being, the verse presents a multi-layered parable to your heart. From Ibn Arabi's viewpoint, this parable is the map of the manifestation of divine light within the perfect man, al-insan al-kamil. First, the mishkat, niche, a secure alcove in a wall. This niche is the earthen vessel, the physical body, jism of a human being. a sanctuary created to hold a heavenly treasure. Inside this body is the misbah, lamp, a radiant lamp. This lamp is your divine spirit, Ruh, that sacred light breathed into you and the divine secret of your existence. This lamp of the spirit shines within a zujaja, glass, a transparent glass vessel. This glass is your heart, qalb. From Ibn Arabi's perspective, the heart is a sensitive and delicate mirror that, if polished, reflects all the divine names and attributes. If this mirror becomes clouded with the dust of ego and attachments, it becomes a veil over the light of the Spirit. But when polished with His remembrance, it becomes so transparent that it reflects the light of the Spirit without diminution, 1,000 times more beautifully, becoming a shining star in your chest. Where does the fuel for this lamp come from? From a blessed olive tree, neither of the east nor of the west. This tree is a symbol of the Muhammadan reality, al-Hakika al-Muhammadiyya, or the reality of the perfect man, an eternal reality that transcends time, space, and all dualities. Neither of the East nor of the West means it is not confined to any direction, ideology, or people. It is a comprehensive and all-encompassing truth. The oil of this tree is your innate potential and pure nature, fitra, which is so pure that it would almost glow forth of itself, though no fire touched it. This longing to shine is in your very nature. Your spirit was created to radiate. And finally, the climax of this symphony, Nur-un ala nur, light upon light. In Ibn Arabi's interpretation, this is the magnificent moment of self-knowledge. The light of creation shines upon the light of the real. That is the light of your intellect and heart. The light of creation witnesses the light of revelation and divine truth, the light of the real. This is the moment when the mirror, your heart, reaches such clarity that it reflects the light itself, the real, without any intermediary. It is here that the knower, Arif, realizes that the light with which he sees is the same light that is seen. This is the unity of the witness and the witnessed, Wahdat al wal Mashhud. What message does this celestial parable have for your heart today? How does this perspective unlock the heavy locks of your soul? The opening begins with understanding the unity of being and the collapse of the high wall of separation. The soul-burning feeling of loneliness is rooted in the illusion of duality between you and God. But the verse of light, through the eyes of Ibn Arabi, tells you this is just a trick of perception. You are a wave from the ocean of light itself. Your existence is not identical to His existence, but it is not separate from His existence either. When your soul opens its embrace to this truth, the world is transformed in your eyes. A tree is no longer just an external object. It is a manifestation, tajalli, of divine life. A stranger passing by is no longer an other. They are also an appearance of the one soul in another form. Then, in every atom of the universe, you will see the face of God, Wajh Allah. This is the true meaning of seeing with a polished heart. The world becomes for you a mirror of the real, Mirat al-Haq, where in every corner you see one of His names and attributes. When your heart is clear beyond every form, you see the One. This is the definitive balm for the wound of your loneliness. You have never been far from your source. Every breath, every heartbeat is a seal upon this eternal connection. Faith transforms from a mental belief into a present, loving witnessing, shuhud. You no longer think about His existence. You witness His manifestation in all of creation. This verse is an invitation for you to also become a mirror for the manifestation of that light. First, the embrace of silence, polishing the heart's mirror. For 10 minutes a day, retreat to a quiet corner. Close your eyes and just breathe. With each inhale, Imagine drawing a golden, healing light into your chest. With each exhale, wipe the dust of otherness and the illusion of a separate I from the mirror of your heart. This simple practice is the polishing of the heart's mirror, so that the zujaja of your being may once again shine to reflect the truth. Second, the sacred whisper, witnessing remembrance. Whisper a sacred name with your entire being. Repeat with all your heart, Allahu Nur, Allahu Nur. Let this remembrance, dhikr, take you from the memory of yourself to the memory of Him who is your reality. Dhikr in the school of Ibn Arabi is an effort to remember a truth that was never absent. This is the fire that ignites your innate potential, the olive oil. Third, the sanctification of the gaze, witnessing manifestation in multiplicity. Turn your every action into an opportunity to witness the real in creation. When you cook, see yourself as a manifestation of the name Ar-Razak, the provider. When you look into another's eyes, remember that it is the one light looking at itself through the windows of your being and theirs. When you gaze at the night sky, behold the beautiful manifestations of that eternal light. In this way, the most mundane tasks are transformed into ceaseless worship and a loving witnessing. The verse of light, through the reading of Ibn Arabi, is the map of the return home, but not a return to another place, but a return to the understanding that you never left home. This verse reminds you, all of existence is the unified symphony of a single light, absolute existence, and the multiplicities are the various manifestations of that one reality, and you, in your most perfect state, the perfect man, are the perfect mirror of that light. Your mission in this life is nothing other than to remove the dust from the mirror of your heart so that this innate truth may shine through your unique existence into the world. This journey is the journey of the transformation of your heart, a journey from a dark, dull stone to a shining star and a polished mirror. By accepting this truth, you yourself become that lamp in the niche of existence, reflecting back into the world the light from which you yourself drew life. Then your soul will open its embrace and realize in deep peace that you and he were never two. If even a particle of this light has touched your heart, share your feeling with us in the comments. In your view, what is the resonance of Nurun ala Nur, light upon light? Is it that moment of realizing unity and multiplicity? To join us on these loving journeys into the heart of wisdom, subscribe to our channel. And if you would like to support this path, you can help us continue this work by becoming a channel member or by clicking the thanks button.